If you've had spinal surgery and you're concerned about chiropractic services, Dr. Jessica Ignacio of Westside Chiropractic has more for you. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we've had surgery, so that tells me we've got a spinal issue, a serious one.
Yes. Let me preface this by saying that my goal, and I tell everybody this, usually, and I hate to say this part as well, but usually I'm kind of like patients could be last resort. So they kind of come to me and they'll say, okay, I've been this route, I've been that route, my back really hurts, nobody can figure out what's going on. So then that's my job, is to really figure out what is taking place underneath with that spine. And like I said, my goal, and they'll say, well, my doctor thinks surgery is the only route. My goal is to get them to where we want to avoid that at all costs.
Of course, if you can.
If you can. And that's exactly what I was also going to say to follow up. I also understand, I have had patients where, to be honest, I have referred them to a surgeon. Only for the simple fact, I know that I have done everything in my power to try to get them out of that pain. But there are things, of course, that are out of my control, and surgery is the best route for them. But like I said, we want to do everything at all costs, and I want that patient to say, when they go into surgery, okay, I have tried everything.
I've done everything I can do, right.
Because what happens is, usually, sometimes in surgery, what they'll do is they do what's called a fusion. So what that means is your vertebrae are individual bones, if you will. But what they'll do sometimes is they'll take that disc out, which is the cushion in between the vertebrae, and they literally fuse your vertebrae together. That can be good because what it will do is it takes the pressure off the nerve in a sense. But the problem is, what I'm also realizing is a lot of patients are coming back and they'll say, I'm still in pain. And that is because if these two bones are fused, the area above and the area below now have to work double time for what these two sections are not doing. So that's where that person starts to get pain. And I always tell people, you can still get adjusted even with the fusion, even with surgery. So if you know someone or if a family member has had that surgery and they're still having pain and they're still having discomfort, have them come talk with me. I will do a full workup and full history on their back and on their surgery to see if they're still a chiropractic candidate. There are different routes that we can take adjustment-wise to work around that spinal surgery, but I always try to stress to patients that you can absolutely still be adjusted, and I'm hoping I can still help you even with that surgery.
Well, so the first step then is just to make an appointment for the assessment.
Absolutely.
To see where we are.
Absolutely. You would call as a first patient and you'll come in and talk with me. And like I said, I do a full workup. I do a full detailed history to see exactly what your back is doing and to see, okay, is this something from the surgery site? Or is it, like I said, the areas above or below that are being affected? And then I can tell you, I'll sit down with that patient and tell them, this is exactly what's going on. I see this a lot, and these are issues, and this is how I can help you and make you feel better.
As a patient, do patients need to bring x-rays or medical reports or anything like that?
You don't have to bring them to the first visit. We can always obtain those records. It's pretty easy for us to get past updated x-rays or MRI reports. If not, if you don't have anything current, which is within the past 5 years, I do retake those so I can get a good look at updated x-rays, again, to see what the underlying structure and what the spine is doing before I adjust. Just to get that whole picture, and that's so important. Oh, absolutely.
To know, just added comfort to know this is Jessica's policy, is just to get that whole patient looked at and then make your protocols.
Yes, yes, because taking those x-rays is so important because it will show me if there's anything under there, and I always make sure that there's nothing indicating of an adjustment or how to adjust.
Thanks again. Westside Chiropractic can help you. Give Dr. Jessica a call. We'll be back with more Lifestyles right after this. Stick around.
This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by Westside Chiropractic.